When you put my name in the computer, it run red. So much counter murder. No push it further, no push it further. And you no hear sir, no push it further. A pure murder, a pure murder, a pure murder, a pure murder. Because I'm illegal, you wanna put me on that row. Because I'm illegal, you wanna push me down below. Because I'm illegal, you wanna put me on that row. Because I'm illegal, you wanna push me down below. Let the light shine on the universe. So the ghetto youth them who was left off in the dirt, them one was hurt in the world. Because I'm illegal, you wanna put me on that row. Because I'm illegal, you wanna push me down below. Because I'm illegal, you wanna put me on that row. Because I'm illegal, you wanna push me down below. Police, oh yeah, 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 oh yeah, we shouldn't be so unkind to one another. We should show some love to a sister and brother. Oh, oh, oh. Because I'm illegal, you wanna push me way down below. Because I'm illegal, you wanna...
Anti-gentrification protesters. Vancouver, the downtown east side, known as Canada's poorest postal code, one that's become an eyesore of urban decay, known for its high rates of poverty, drug use, the sex trade, crime, violence, and community activism. But the area is experiencing a slow revival. Some new businesses slowly moving in, a process known as gentrification. We like that. A process that's completely unwelcome to local activists. They don't like that. Let's talk to one of the stakeholders in this, Mark Brand, owner of Save On Meats. Mark, before we do anything else, we mentioned earlier in our Canadian Common Sense that they took your sign as some sort of war trophy. Save On Meats, the sign is gone. Have you been able to get your sign back?
No, the sign hasn't been recovered as of yet, but some very generous folks in our neighborhood, designers and builders, have been hard at work making a bunch of them now. So the street will be littered with signs by Wednesday.
All right. Well, I'm glad that you've got some support. Now, some people who are cynical are watching this saying, well, you know, you knew what you were getting into, and why'd you go there in the first place?
Well, I've been operating for Clarity in the downtown east side for 7 years, and I've lived there for almost 9. So I've been aware of the conversation and wanted to be involved the entire time. My choice to take over Save On Meats, which is an institution in the neighborhood, it's been there for 57 years before me, was because it's a really important part for our city. And I wanted to ensure that there'd be food that was healthy, nutritious, and readily available financially, too, for the people who live in that neighborhood.
How on earth do the activists see Save On Meats as something that's only for the upper crust? I mean, I've been in your store. I've been in many Save On Meats. I don't see their point.
Yeah, I don't really either, and there's a lot of misguided anger in this neighborhood. And, you know, the thing about anonymity, too, is that I can't figure out if it's somebody who's serious or is simply just looking to be an internet hero.
What have they done beyond Take the Sign? What have they done to your business, sir?
Make fire random shots, and I want to be careful with my language here because I think the groups have been vocal in the last week of this being a big story that they are not involved with each other, but they do support each other. So, there's critiques of what we do as a business and of me as a businessman on the internet, but you'll be hard-pressed to find anything where people actually engage me directly. We'll have a debate and or come and see me at my shop or any of my shops and have a discussion, which is unfortunate because I think the dialogue surrounding this is really important.
Are any customers and potential customers intimidated from going to your business? Do you have any way of knowing?
I actually saw my sales jump up this weekend out of support. We got dozens of letters dropped off to the diner, people coming down and purchasing large amounts of our tokens for our token program, which is a 225 token that you hand on to somebody who's hungry on the street. Massive support. So if anything, the amount of press has just rallied the city around us and the neighborhood especially around us.
That's very heartening. I want to run some quotes here from the anarchist organization that's targeting you and your fellow business people in the area. I just want to run them past you and see what you make of it. Mr. Brand, would you respond to this one? The Anti-Gentrification Front says, and I quote, "The ghetto revolt will not stop until every capitalist enterprise has ceased to destroy quality life, destroy daily life. We will take their property apart bit by bit if we have to, and we'll have fun doing it." You say?
That's amazing. I mean, that quote has been read to me about a dozen times in the last week, and it's suggesting that we're detracting from quality of life. My particular business alone, just mine, feeds over 1,000 people a day. That's 1,000 people who weren't eating in that neighborhood beforehand. So I don't understand how that's detracting or take away. We employ 18 people in what we call our barrier employment program. That means people with barriers, very simply, mental disabilities, challenges coming out of jail, things along those lines, mental illness, and those people didn't have jobs before. So it's a misguided attack, and we're trying to lead by example. The real issue here is when people see us doing what we're doing and being attacked, how do you think that encourages other businesses to come to the area and work, like to try and help out and to try and make it a better place?
Speaking of other businesses, what's your take on all those windows being smashed? That's tens of thousands of dollars damage. Famoso Neapolitan Pizza.
Yeah, the neighborhoods are very separate. It's a very big distance between us. My take on it is straight vandalism. I deal with that as a business owner. Most people do. It's been polarized because of this AGF group. I don't really see how a pizza restaurant on Commercial Drive, which is a good distance away from the area we're discussing, is even relevant in the conversation. It's kind of crazy to me. I thought it was being misquoted every time somebody brought it up, but apparently not.
What about condos being developed in your area, condos for middle-income people? Is that a good idea, or is it going to be difficult to get middle-income people down there?
Any successful city in the world has real density. It has real density. The ideas are all in a melting pot together. Real community is based off density, and there's a way for us all to live in this neighborhood together. I'm a block away from what's happening right now at my office, and there's single-room occupancies, which are the 8x10s that are often talked about in the press, and those are going to stay. And the people who are moving into this neighborhood understand, for the most part, what they're coming into, and a lot of them want to be part of the conversation and help. The thing is that nobody on the opposing side, and I hate to say opposing side, but that's how it looks optically, wants to have that conversation or listen. They simply want it to stop until, I'm not sure until what.
Mark Brand, we'll have you back down the road. Thanks for doing business in the downtown east side and for speaking out. Many small business people feel put upon, feel victimized, but the last thing they want to do is go on camera about it for whatever reason. Thank you for doing it. Appreciate your courage. Good luck to you, sir.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.